If you're in the market for a really great budget Episode 9 Graflex, look no further. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Absolute Sabers channel. My name is Sam, and today we have got the Reflex GFX2, I believe this is, from our good friends at Padawan Outpost. Before we get into it today, folks, again, as always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you are a regular viewer of our content, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. Over 70% of our viewers are not subscribed. It really does blow my mind. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button for plenty more Saber content. So today we are taking a little look at the Reflex, the GFX2, I believe this one is, from Padawan Outpost. But before we get right into it, let's remind ourselves of the galactic journey this little thing has been on so far. First, see the Skywalker Saber in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. After defeating Anakin on Mustafar, Obi-Wan takes it into hiding with him on Tatooine. After 19 years and some cosmetic changes, Obi-Wan gifts it to Luke as he feels now is the right time to teach him the ways of the Force. After yet more cosmetic changes, we see it again in Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, where Luke ultimately loses it and his hand during his first fight with Vader. It's not seen again for around 30 years as Rey discovers it in the basement of Maz Kanata's castle, using it to somehow defeat Kylo Ren. In Episode 8, The Last Jedi, we see Rey presenting Luke with his old weapon, who throws it away as if she just handed him a smelly diaper. Rey claims the saber as her own, and its eventual demise comes during a lover's tiff between her and Kylo Ren. The Rise of Skywalker sees the return of Anakin's old saber, now repaired, and ultimately is the weapon that finally kills the Emperor. Ironic that it is the hilt which started off as Anakin's that finally killed him. The last time we see Anakin's saber is side by side with Leia's. He wraps them up on Tatooine at the Lars homestead and uses the Force to bury them deep in the sand, never to be seen again. So yeah, folks, the Skywalker saber, as I like to call it, or many of us like to call it, it really is such a massive part of the Star Wars saga, of the Star Wars universe, of the lore. And you know what? I honestly didn't used to like this hilt. When I first seen this in Episode 9, I was like, nah, they should have just cut it there and then and have Rey make her own saber somehow or do something, I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie, it has grown on me. And over the past couple of years, I've really learned to love and appreciate what this became and what it signifies and what it done within the Skywalker saga. This one right here, we have got the Xeno V2 version. This uses the standard core system from LGT, so it's not one of these fancy little adapted cores that LGT sometimes need to use for specific hilt styles. This just uses the standard core, so you can go ahead, if you want to get it in baselit, it's available in baselit, and then you can upgrade it in the future, you can do that. If you wanted to get it in Xeno, and then downgrade it to get a baselit core and get a baselit blade. If you wanted to dual, personally I don't like to dual with NeoPixel. It can be done, I'm not saying don't do it. All I'm saying is, I don't. If a NeoPixel blade died on me dueling, I would be so angry with myself. So if you like baselit for dueling, you can totally go ahead and do that. If you want to get a baselit and then upgrade to Profi or a Golden Harvest V3 for example, Padawan Outpost stock all of these upgrade kits, and it's totally possible with this thing right here. At time of filming, the Padawan Outpost website is actually closed at the moment for their massive restock, so I can't pull prices, but what I will do is I'll put prices and links into the description down below for the Xeno version, the baselit version and the Profi version, so you guys know exactly how much this costs. And don't forget, you can use our code ABSOLUTE5 at checkout to get a little discount and some money off your shiny new saber. So what we'll do, folks, as always, we'll dive down to the table cam, we'll take this thing apart, I'll show you how to take everything out, I'll show you how to put it all back together, we'll do a little blade in demo, come back, give you my final thoughts on the Reflex from Padawan Outpost. Okay folks, this is everything that you get with the saber itself. So depending on what model you get, we got the Xeno V2 version, so you're going to get a manual. I believe this has everything that you need for the likes of bracelet and Xenopixel, micro SD card reader, battery charger, and we got one screw pack, a couple of screws for blade retention, I'll show you that, as well as a little Allen key as well. Also we do, of course, get the hilt, and we do get the relevant blade as well. So I got a Xenopixel, so therefore we've got a 36-inch Neopixel blade. If you get Profi, you'll get exactly the same. If you get Baselet, you'll get a Baselet blade. So let's take a little look over this, folks. It's, as you can tell, very, very shiny. Chrome, fingerprint magnet. I'm going to need to polish this anyway. Get our red button. Doesn't do anything. Our activation button's down here. Got our glass eye, we've got our bunny ears, you've got your blade retention screw in here, control box, lovely detailing, our grips. It's just a really, really, really nice saber to hold. Very comfortable, good weight to it as well. Disassembly, very, very straightforward. Take this off. We've got a lovely inner sleeve. Unscrew that as well, and you can see our battery back here, so we can lift that out for our charger, and we've got our Xenopixel V2 board with our SD card underneath it, so very, very good access. If you do want to swap the cores out, however, this is what you're going to do. Slide off your clamp card. Now we've got 2 screws and a plunger, so if you watched my last video you'll know. Plunger comes out. Just set that aside. We've got 2 screws here as well, folks, so just carefully remove those. Once this screws out, this just slides off. You get 2 more screws. I've actually lost this one myself, but there's a screw in there. Take that out, and then this guy here actually holds the chassis in place. There we go, folks, that's one standard LGT chassis. This one is the Xeno V2 version. So like I said, you can go ahead and get Baselet, you can go ahead and get Profi, Xeno, Golden Harvest, whatever cores that Padawan Outpost do. And you can literally throw anything in there whatsoever. Upgrade it, downgrade it, do what you want. Very, very versatile saber. Let's put it back together. So same as always, folks, you've got your main button here, you've got your hole there. Pop this in, I'm going to line that up perfectly. We're going to turn it over. We're going to take our retention screw and pop that in. Our clamp section, same as always, take your plunger and just pop it in to keep this in place, but you can actually see the hole where the screw needs to go. Once that's on, take our board cover, chassis cover, take our grip, screw that on nice and tight, clamp card, and now we have one reassembled saber ready to rock and roll. So let's go back up top, we'll do a little blade in demo, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the GFX2 from Padawan Outpost. So with the Xeno V2 and Profi versions, you got over 30 sound fonts, I believe, on the SD card. On the Baselet version, I think the new version is 12 sound fonts. Do have a new V3 version available with better smooth swing and whatnot, but this is the Xeno V2 and we are demoing Half-Lex by KESTIS. Check out KESTISsaberfonts.com for his complete library. Got a stable blade on here just now, so let's change that up. So we changed to the fire blade. I love, probably my favourite blade effect on the Xeno V2. Just another great budget lightsaber. There we have it, folks. That is the Reflex, or the GFX2. I think it's the GFX2. I think that's what the model is. I can't double check it at the moment because the website is shut. However, I'm pretty sure it is the GFX2 model that they have on their website. I call it the Reflex. But yeah, I love this thing. I don't use it a lot, to be honest with you. It's not one that I pick up an awful lot and swing around. For me, it is definitely more of a little showpiece, something to hang on the wall or put in the stand. I have really grown to love this hilt. Like I said at the start of the video, I was never keen on it when I first seen it in The Rise of Skywalker. I thought maybe after Rey and Kylo, you know, pulling it apart in episode 8, that might have been the best place for it to, you know, be laid to rest. But then seeing what it done at the end of episode 9, it was essentially the addition of this saber along with Leia's that finished off the Emperor. Such poetic justice that it was actually the saber that started off as Anakin's lightsaber that finally killed the Emperor. So if you are looking to pick one of these up, folks, Padawan Outpost at the time of filming have a massive restock coming in this week. Go and check out padawanoutpost.com, and like I said, don't forget to use our code ABSOLUTE5 at checkout to snag yourself a little discount off of any sabers that you purchased. Anyway, that's it for this one. Make sure to smash the like button, leave your comments and thoughts down below, folks. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, may the Force be with you all.